what's up? It's Karen San Diego, and I am now officially 7 months post-op. And that just really sounds crazy to me. I feel like I got this surgery yesterday and I'm already 7 months post-op. I'm so close to being a year post-op. I'm closer to being a year post-op than I am to being 1 month post-op, which is crazy. And it's just been such an amazing journey. Even the fact that I've been able to make these videos for the past 7 months and had something new to say every single month is just so amazing. When you hear people calling VSG a journey, of your VSG journey, that really is so true, because it is not something that like you just have a change overnight. Every single month you're experiencing new things. You're experiencing a new life. You are getting accustomed to a new life, a new way of living, a new version of yourself. And that is why this is really a journey and not just something that is an automatic switch. So I'm just so happy to have been able to share this journey with you guys for the past 7 months. So let's get into it. As always, I'm going to give you a rundown of what has changed this month. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to weigh in to show you what I weigh now at 7 months post-op. So without further ado, let's get right to the updates. All right, so the first thing I have on my list that I experienced this month that was different from all the other months is acne. So this is not something that I was expecting, and I'm still not 100% sure that this was even VSG related. Only reason I'm lumping this in with this update is because prior to my surgery, I had never experienced acne. I didn't have acne as a teenager or as a younger person at all. I always had really nice, clear skin. The only time that I would experience any sort of breakouts was if like I slept in my makeup or something. Like it was always something that I did that then caused me to have a breakout. Never have I ever been on top of my skincare routine, never sleeping in makeup, doing everything I'm supposed to do, and experiencing acne in the way that I have been. So I've been experiencing acne in this area, up here, a little bit in this area, just things that I'm just not accustomed to. So I think that it may be VSG related. I'd love to know in the comments if any of you that have had surgery already have also experienced any changes in your skin. And it's something that just continues to pop up. So my skin will be really clear for a while, then I'll get some breakouts, and usually they all like cluster in the same spot. So I'll get like 3 different pimples right here, or 3 different pimples right here, or something like that. And that is definitely new. So I do think it is due to VSG, but I'm just not sure why. And it's definitely something that I'm going to bring up at my next doctor's appointment, just because I just don't know if this is a VSG symptom or if it is just for no reason at all. And along the same lines of something new happening that I wasn't accustomed to, I also have been developing new allergies. And this one is a little bit more scary just because I don't exactly know what I'm allergic to. This is also another type of doctor's appointment that I have to go make. I need to make an appointment with an allergenist so I can figure out what it is I'm allergic to. Twice now since surgery, both of them recently, both of them within this month, I've eaten something and had an allergic reaction almost immediately, but it was always something that had like a mixture of ingredients in it. So I don't know which ingredient in particular I'm allergic to. For example, the other day I had a tuna sandwich. The 647 bread, tuna. I think I put mayo, relish, salt and pepper in there. And I don't know if I put anything else. But one of those ingredients gave me a really bad allergic reaction. I actually had swelling on my eyelids, which was really concerning to me. It went away after I took a Benadryl, so I do know that it was an allergic reaction. But I don't know what it was an allergic reaction to. I did not have any food allergies before surgery, so that was really weird for me to experience. As well as maybe a few weeks before that, I ate something. This time I don't even remember what it was that I ate, but a little while after, I started having like my throat was itching and then my tongue started swelling. And once again, Benadryl cleared that up. So it was just like, I'm clearly allergic to something now. I just don't know what. So I'm not sure why getting surgery would create an allergy for me, but another one of those things that I think is VSG related, but I can't be sure until I go to the doctor and figure out what's going on there. But like I said, prior to surgery, I had no allergies, no food allergies anyway. I had other allergies, but no food related allergies. So I don't know. Next thing I have on my list is one of the ones that I actually talked about this in my Q&A series. If you haven't checked out my Q&A series, go check that out. I answer so many questions about VSG. But this is one of the things that was touched on in that video. And that question was asking, like, has anything changed with the way people treat me after surgery? And I said yes, and it's because of this. So this month, I also noticed that I'm getting invited to a lot of places that I wasn't getting invited to before. And this is like, just a little backstory about me. I know a lot of people because I went to a lot of colleges. I went to 4 different colleges before graduating with my bachelor's, just because I'm an indecisive Gemini, really. So in that time, I met a lot of people. But I'm an introvert who doesn't keep in contact with people. So although I've met a lot of people in my life, I don't keep in contact with a lot of people. However, since losing weight, I've noticed that a lot of those people that I like used to be friends with, or even people that I just knew in passing from college and things like that, have been inviting me to a lot of functions. So whether it's been like networking type stuff or parties or even just to hang out, I'm noticing people inviting me out a lot more now. Actually, like 100% more. Like before, when I was heavier, I was getting invited nowhere, like literally never. Nobody was inviting me to anything. Now, I want to say like every single week, I'm getting an invitation to something. And I think like that a big part of that is my energy. So I think that when I was bigger, I wasn't putting out the energy as someone who would want to be out, that would want to go to something, that would want to be on camera, that would want these type of opportunities, or even just friendship in general. I wasn't putting that out there. I very much was putting out the energy of being sad and depressed and antisocial. And anybody who assumed that of me would have been accurate, because that really is how I felt. And now I feel like I'm putting out an energy that is welcoming and inviting and saying like, yeah, I would want that girl to be there. I do want to invite her. I do think she would bring something to the table if I had her at this event or something like that. And I want to say that although at first I was kind of skeptical of that, and I'm like, why are they inviting me now? Like, why is it now? But then I had to think back about it, and I actually think it's an amazing thing. Like, it means that the way that I'm feeling on the inside is showing on the outside, and people can see it. The fact that I am feeling a lot more confident, the fact that I am feeling good about myself, the fact that I do want to get out there and meet people and experience things and have fun, that means that it's being seen on the outside as well. So it's not just something I'm feeling within me, but it's something that other people can see as well. So I see that as an amazing thing. Once I move past the skepticism, wondering like, well, why now? But now, like, I don't think anything of it. I think it's an amazing thing, and I definitely welcome it. But that is definitely very new to me. I'm not accustomed to being someone that people invite to things often. So yeah, it's an adjustment, but one that I am gladly welcoming. Next thing that I noticed happened this month is I stopped pressuring myself about the gym. And a lot of you ask me about my workout routine. What do I do to work out? How often do I work out? And I'm very honest when people ask me this, and I tell you, I really don't. I don't work out. Not that I don't work out, but I don't work out often. So maybe in a month, I might make it to the gym once or something like that. But that is not to say that I am not being active when I am not in the gym. I just find new ways to be active that I enjoy. So when I was heavier, working out for me always seemed like a punishment. Like it was something that I was doing because I hated my body and I wanted to change it. So I went to the gym and worked out and was in pain, all for the sake of looking better. And now I don't necessarily see it that way anymore. I don't work out because I hate my body. I work out because I want to improve my body and I want to tone my body and I want to get stronger. It's not a thing about weight loss anymore. So that alone makes the gym itself more enjoyable for me. So I do intend to start going more. But what I also like to do is just move my body. I'm intentional about just moving my body. I like to dance in my living room. I put music on the TV. I dance in the living room. My daughter jumps around with me. I like running up and down my stairs sometimes for no actual reason. I like playing tag with my daughter. I like going to Target and walking around for hours. That's cardio. But I'm just learning how to have just a good relationship, not just with food. Like, we talk about food a lot, but also physical activity, having a good relationship with that, and not doing things that are not punishing ourselves, but finding ways to make exercise fun. And also just having a good relationship with things like the gym and not punishing yourself, like working out because you want to and because you want to get stronger, not because you hate yourself. And I feel like this month was the first month that I started really getting into that mentality of, yeah, like I want to get more physical because I want to grow stronger and because I want to gain muscle and things like that. For the first time in my life, I am not looking to be active because I want a different body or because I want to lose weight. And I think that piece alone makes working out, however you decide to work out, it makes it a lot more enjoyable when it's not punishment. And it's literally just, I just want to look a little bit, I want to tone things up, I want to build some strength, and it's not about weight loss. So that mental shift definitely happened this month, which is making me want to really be working out more. I was actually driving around the other day and I saw a Pilates class not too far from me, like an actual Pilates standalone studio. So I'm thinking about joining that and doing it for fun and not for punishment. But this is definitely the first month that I think in my mind I'm looking to work out for fun and for strength. And it has nothing to do with weight loss and definitely nothing to do with punishment. So yeah. Next thing I have on my list of things that have changed this month, and this one is weird because it's not something that I thought about too much before, but it's that I can walk in heels now. So I am not someone who was ever really good at walking in heels, and I just thought that I didn't know how to walk in heels. I thought that's all it was, but that wasn't what it was. This whole time, I had been bad at walking in heels because I weighed too much. Like literally, I was heavy and it was all on the front of my foot and it was too much for my feet, I guess. So it was uncomfortable, so I could barely walk. But now I be prancing around in heels. I can wear heels all day with no problem just because I weigh less. And this may be one of those points where you're like, well, why did you bring this up? Why does this matter? It matters because I feel when I wear heels, it also is a confidence boost. And it's the kind of thing that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to be able to walk around in heels and be good. And now finally I can buy whatever shoes I want to buy, even if it's the ones that aren't the most comfortable, and they don't feel that uncomfortable to me now. My feet are more narrow, so they can fit in those type of shoes. I can walk in them longer because I'm lighter, and I can just walk around and just feel like a confident, badass bitch. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I just feel so strong and confident when I'm walking around in heels, and I'm just glad that I actually can do that now. So next thing that I have on my list of things that have changed this month is I now feel like I eat without guilt. And what I mean by that is that when I eat something that I shouldn't eat, I don't make myself feel like shit afterwards. Like, I'm not like, oh, you're so stupid, why'd you eat that? I don't then go and sabotage myself by eating more of it and being sad. I don't put myself down by then saying, well, now you have to eat healthy for the rest of the week, and now you have to do this, and now you have to do that, and don't ever do this again. I don't do that to myself. If I want something, like I've said this a lot of times, if I'm craving something, I just have it. But even in those moments, sometimes I make myself feel bad. But now I just eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it, and then I just have a little bit and move on. And the mental part of it, of like really being hard on myself all the time about what I'm eating, I don't really have that anymore. And that has been an amazing feeling, to be able to have something and just see food as nourishment. Like, I'm not thinking that far into it. I'm sticking to my portion sizes, but sometimes I eat great, sometimes I don't. It's about balance. And now finally I feel like I'm truly living a life of balance and not overindulging in anything. I don't feel the need to overdo it with anything. And when I do, I don't make myself feel bad. And I think that is the key to really having a healthy relationship with food, the ability to have whatever in moderation and not make yourself feel like shit for wanting a bite of a burger. Like, have a bite of a burger. Just don't do it every day. Like, that's all it is. Everything is just, when you ask yourself, can I have this? Can I do this? Yeah, just don't do it every day. And I feel like I'm this month really getting into a good swing of things. Like, I've said this before, but I feel like truly now more than ever, I feel like I actually do have a really good relationship with food, and even a better relationship with my mind, to where I'm not out here sabotaging myself mentally and putting myself down and just being really mean to myself like I was before. Like, I feel like before surgery, I was my own worst enemy. I was really mean to myself. The things that I would say about myself were really nasty things. Like, I didn't even have people being mean to me the way I was being mean to myself. And I think that that was like the worst part of the old me, was how mean I was to myself. And I realized that I am now giving myself so much more grace and being so much kinder to myself and speaking about myself in a positive way and just loving on myself in a way that I hadn't before, whether that's to do with like the gym, like I said earlier, or to do with food, or to do with anything. I just noticed that this month I'm just really genuinely being kind to myself, which of course has had a trickle down effect in the way that other people treat me as well. I'm kind to myself, therefore other people have been kinder to me as well. And it is just this cycle that I didn't even realize I was in before. And I didn't even realize that a lot of the things that were happening to me before was just a reflection of what I saw in myself. Yeah. So definitely this month, just to wrap that in, I'm definitely really, really, really in a good swing of things with having a healthy relationship with my mind, body, and soul. And that was definitely 1000% due to VSG. 1000%. Next thing on my list is another thing that I get asked about a lot, and that is my hair. So just to get it out of the way, this is not my hair, this is a wig. This is that Amazon wig that I'm always talking about. If you want to get this wig, it's in my Amazon storefront. Go ahead and pick it up. But this is a wig. I do have hair that is also pretty long and pretty healthy, but I don't like to straighten it all the time, so I have it underneath here. But that is just to say that we're talking about hair loss. And this month, I think, is the first month where I can say that my hair really has not shed this month at all. My edges, of course, are still scarce and very, very much gone. But this month, I noticed they're starting to grow back a little bit. I'm noticing some baby hair showing up where my edges used to be. And I'm hoping that that is signs of my edges coming back to me. But I'm sure that that will take a little bit of time to grow in. It's another reason I like wearing my hair with this wig, because it kind of hides that. But although, yes, I still don't have edges, my edges were still snatched out by VSG. They're growing back now, and the rest of my hair has stopped shedding. So I feel like the hair loss part of this journey is behind me. So that's just a little bit of advice for anybody who is asking about hair loss and how long it lasts. I'm 7 months post-op, and at this point it has completely stopped. I think I mentioned around 5 months, 6 months that it was slowing down, but now we're good. Hair loss has commenced. It has exited the building, and now we are in the process of growing back the hair that was lost during the time that I lost hair. And this is a reminder, my hair loss happened almost entirely in my edges, in the front of my head. I had a little bit of thinning in the rest of my hair, but for the most part, about 80% of the hair that fell out of my head came out of right here. So yeah, we're in the process of growing it back now. So that hopefully will be in the next update. I'll be able to tell you about some great hair regrowth, but we'll see. I'm looking into some like remedies, like I've heard about rosemary and stuff like that you can use to help regrow hair. So I'm gonna try out those things and let you know how it goes. Next on my list is more of like a non-scale victory, and y'all know I love non-scale victories. I'm not heavy on like what the scale says all the time. I love non-scale victories. And this non-scale victory, there was actually, I'm gonna loop two in here. It's the same thing though. I went to H&M to buy some clothes, including what I have on right now, which is, this was in my try-on haul. So I went to H&M again after that and bought some clothes, and the same like this time with this shirt. Like this shirt is a size medium. Should have got a small, but the next time I went to H&M, I literally could not find anything that fit me. Everything was too big. I even went down to their smallest size, an extra small, and was still struggling to find things that fit me. And this, you know, being a bigger girl for a very long time, I've never struggled to find clothes that were big, that were small enough for me. It was always that I went into stores and everything was too small. I couldn't find nothing big enough for me. But to actually find something, could not find anything that was small enough, it was frustrating because I needed an outfit, but also like, wow, like it also felt good in a way to be able to say that like I did not find an outfit because nothing was small enough for me. Like that's just wild and it's unheard of for me. But I'm also so grateful to be in that position. So it's kind of like a weird situation to be in. But similarly, I also went to the mall maybe like a week ago. And I was looking through some clothes. It was actually from Skims. I was looking through some Skims stuff in Nordstrom. And I was like, I don't even know what size I would wear. I was talking to my daughter. I was with Ryan. And I was talking to her. Obviously, Ryan doesn't care. But I was just talking out loud to her. I don't even know what size I would wear. And then the sales associate walks by and she goes, oh, do you want me to help you? And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to pick something. But I don't even know what size to pick. And then she goes, yeah, she goes, no, I'm good at sizing people. Yeah, just pick up like a small. And then hands me the small. And then I try on the small and it actually fit. And I was just like, whoa, like not only did the small fit, which is already mind-blowing to me, but it's the fact that the sales associate is who suggested I pick up the small, which means that people are looking at me and seeing a small person, which is not something that I'm accustomed to. I'm accustomed to being in a bar and Watch Out for the Big Girls comes on and people come over to dance with me because of that song. That song literally triggers me because every single time I'm out and I hear that song, I think people are gonna run to me because when I was bigger, that's what people always did. And that's really off topic. Where am I going with this? But my whole point is that seeing that other people are now seeing me as a small person, no longer seeing me as the big girl, definitely felt good. Like we can say all day that we don't care about the opinions of others and we only care about how we see ourselves, but that's just not true. Like at least for me, I'm gonna be honest, I do care about the opinions of others. I do care about how people see me, and I do want to be seen as a beautiful person. I want to be seen as an attractive person. I want to be seen as a smaller person. I don't want to be seen as the big girl in the room. Not that anything's wrong with that, but it has always made me feel some self-conscious being seen that way. And I use the moment of being out in a party and Watch Out for the Big Girls comes on as an example of that because they used to hurt my feelings so bad. I don't think that people that were coming to dance with me when they heard that song were trying to hurt my feelings. I think that they were doing it in a lighthearted way, but it hurt my feelings so bad every single time that happened. So now knowing that outwardly people are not seeing me as the big girl anymore, like it definitely does feel good. Yeah. And along with that, this next one is kind of along those same lines. And that's just that for the first time in a long time, I'm starting to feel confident in my body. I don't really feel that insecure. Like I feel like I look good. I feel confident in my appearance. I feel like a pretty girl. I feel like a good looking girl. The body dysmorphia that I was struggling with for the past few months, I feel like is a lot less now. Like I feel like I look in the mirror and I acknowledge that I've lost weight and I acknowledge that I look good, and there's just that confidence. I'm starting to feel like, like a little bit conceited. Like I see myself and I see a pretty girl, and that is just not something that I don't think honestly that I've ever really felt this good about myself in my life. Like, yeah, in my life. And remember, I told you that I have not been big my entire life. There was times in my life where I was even smaller than I am now. And even then, I don't think that I felt as confident as I do now. And I think that a part of that is age. I'm also older than I was back then. I'm also married. So like, I'm not like trying to find somebody or anything like that. Like, but I just feel like I'm at a place right now where I genuinely feel good about myself. And it is just the type of feeling that like, I want everybody to experience at this level of self-love. I want everybody to experience it. It is such a good feeling. And this has to be the best part about this surgery. Like, yes, getting healthier is great. Losing weight is great. All of that stuff is great. But the feeling of just genuinely feeling good about yourself, the feeling of just genuinely feeling confident in yourself and who you are and how you look, all of that makes it so worth it. Like, I didn't even know. I've never experienced this before. I've never experienced feeling so good about yourself before. So it's just the kind of thing that like, until you experience it, you don't even know you're missing it. Like, I didn't even know how good it could feel to feel confident like this. So yeah, I definitely want to say that that's just been the best part of this whole thing. And I can't say that I felt it until this month. Month 7 is where it was like, yeah, I look good. Along with that though, that brings me to my next point, that although yes, I do feel extremely confident in myself, I do feel beautiful, I do feel like my body looks nice and all of that kind of stuff, I'm not confident about everything though. Not every single part of my body am I like, oh my God, so amazing. The biggest things that have been bothering me, even with feeling amazing, are my boobs and my arms. I do have loose skin other places as well. Like I have loose skin on my stomach, I have loose skin on my inner thighs. I still got some back fat, but those honestly don't bother me. It's my arms, because I have really flabby arms, as I showed you in my loose skin update. And I have a lot of loose skin on my boobs, even more than I had at the time of that update. To where now, like my boobs are like my bras are literally just holding sacks of skin. Like there is not any boob in there left. Like literally it's just skin. And my arms as well, literally so much skin. That it makes me feel self-conscious. But with that, what I will say is what I'm going to start to do is look into a plastic surgeon to get that done, my boobs and my arms. I really want to get them done at the same time. I think I'm going to wait until I'm 1 year post-op to actually get the surgery, just to give myself a little bit more chance to lose more weight if my body wants to lose more weight, because I'm honestly fine at this point either way. But I want to start looking into the surgeon now, because I don't know if it'll be able to be covered by insurance. I don't know if I'm gonna have to come out of pocket. I would love for it to be covered by insurance, but if it's not and I have to come out of pocket, I want to get a good idea of what that cost is going to be. I'm not rich. I want to be able to start to save for that. So if I know I'm going to be getting surgery around March of next year, I need to start saving for that now. So I want to start getting consultations done so I can start saving for my surgery. So that is something that I will start to update you guys on soon once I find the surgeon and figure out how much everything costs. I will definitely share as much of that journey with you as possible, because that is something that is 1000% getting done. I'm doing my arms and my boobs. And this is just because I've come this far. I don't want to still have to feel self-conscious about those things, especially when there is something that I can do to fix it. Like I'd rather just fix it than live the rest of my life still being self-conscious about those things after going through all of this to change my life. So I want to definitely get those things done, and I definitely want to do it at about a year post-op. So I will keep you posted as I figure that out. All right, so that is it for the updates of this video. Month 7 has been a great month. I think this is one of the only months where like almost everything I have to say is pretty positive. Like yeah, there was acne, some allergy stuff, but for the most part, this month has been transformational in that I feel like this month, like I was born. Like this month, the new me was really born this month, and I became a different type of person that I'm really, really proud of. And really, really excited to see how much farther this person has to go. Yeah, month 7 definitely was a transformational one. But I'm sure you would like to see how much I weigh now. So without further ado, let's get right into my weigh-in. All right, so you guys see it. I'm now 179 pounds, which is crazy. Because if you know, you know that I started this journey, meaning the weight that I was before my 2-week pre-op diet was 174 pounds, which means that right now, as we speak, I am 5 pounds away from having lost 100 pounds. I can't even believe that that is what I just said. I'm 5 pounds away from having lost 100 pounds. Technically, I've already lost 100 pounds. My highest weight ever was 183 pounds. That is the highest weight I've ever seen on a scale. And I have already lost over 100 pounds from my highest weight ever. But now I'm 5 pounds away from being 100 pounds down from my pre-surgery weight, which is amazing, y'all. Like, no, I am not always focused on the scale, but I do like to use the scale for milestones like this, like almost 100 pounds down in 7 months. That is just amazing. Did not expect to be here at 7 months post-op. Oh, not only am I 5 pounds away from my starting weight, so 5 pounds away from having lost 100 pounds from my starting weight, but I am also 14 pounds away from my goal weight. My goal weight is 165 pounds. Let me make sure I got that math right, because my math don't always be mathing. 14 pounds away from my goal weight, guys. 165 pounds is my goal weight. 14 more pounds and I'm at my goal weight. Like, if you're considering this surgery and you are in good health and you are in prime condition to get this surgery, don't walk, run. Do it. Like, without this surgery, there is no way I could have been here right now. Like, I would not have. This surgery has held me accountable. It has helped me reach my goals. And I am almost at 100 pounds lost. 14 pounds away from my goal weight? What? I cannot believe that. And I'm very, very happy. Like I said, this month has been transformational. Next month at my 8-month check-in, hopefully I'll be able to tell you that I have lost 100 pounds. And then now with 14 pounds to go to my goal weight, I'm confident that I will get to my goal weight before I hit a year, which is amazing. Like, I don't know what to do other than like to just get up and dance. Like, I'm more than happy. I don't know what else to say. I'm just ecstatic about how far I've come, and I just genuinely cannot wait to see where this road takes me. But yeah, that is it for this update. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I definitely enjoyed talking to you guys. I always enjoy talking to you guys, but I definitely did this month because of how transformational this month has been for me. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
Where in the world is Karen San Diego? From BK to Belly, it's anywhere she say so. She changing your life, can see it straight through her eyes.